Welcome back to Airport Madness 3D, Tenacious Viking, your air traffic controller host. Well, we have some planes heading down to the end of the runway for departure. We have a few coming in, and we've got our radar in the lower corner, so we can see what's going on. I'm playing continuous play at Kingston. What's that you say? This doesn't look like the Airport Madness 3D you've been seeing? Well, that's because I changed a couple of things. First of all, I turned off the tower, which places the radar permanently in the lower right corner. So no matter where you're looking, it's there. It does. It's a little freaky because it does change your perspective as you turn, which is cool. But secondly, I chose runway 12 today. We have a little different wind, and there's a beach party on the approach path to runway 30. So we're bringing planes in and sending them off on 1-2. I wanted to show you what it looks like turning the tower off because I misinterpreted something about that. I thought the radar would be gone. It's not. It's just overlaid in the corner as you had in World Edition, although you could move that. I'm going to turn the tower back on again in a little bit, but I just wanted you to see what that looks like. Also want to show you what minimal tags look like. Briefly, let's see. I think we can do it. A departure here.
665, cleared for takeoff. Runway 12.
I find it very hard to see planes. Okay, there's one coming in, and a little bit hard to judge distances as well, which freaks me out a little bit.
Lambda 558, speed up.
Iron Flight 231, request taxi.
Lambda 558, expedite off. Runway 12.
Iron Flight 811, cleared for takeoff. Runway 1.
I figured out that I can do takeoffs a little tighter than I have been following a landing. So that ought to help me long term. Now we've got one plane there and one plane there, but see how hard they are to see, at least for my eyes. And they're a little close on radar. I can see that. Now when you click on it, you can see the tag, but
5503,
which I didn't know either.
taxi.
Steel Flight 183, slow down.
And now we've got another one coming in. I'm going to have to expedite him because the other one's coming in awfully fast.
Buzz 394, expedite off. Runway 12.
And while they're arriving, I'm going to guess I've got, a couple planes ready.
Iron Flight 231 on the pushback.
Buzz 503, on the pushback.
Nice thing about runway 12 is that planes will park themselves at both gates, both sets of gates.
Lambda 558, request taxi. Lambda 985, cleared for takeoff. Runway 12.
Okay, there's the arrival actually parking. That's kind of cool. I hadn't chosen to go switch to that before, but I got to get back to work because I'm messing up here.
5546, clear for takeoff. Runway 12.
All right, let's see what else I can mess with just to confuse things here. I could hide the tweet comments. I don't want to. I did bring sounds down quite a bit. wonder if that'll that turns them off completely. I don't want to do that. That leaves me a little confused. Just want to bring them up a little bit. Because they're not only loud, I mean, I can turn it down when I'm playing, but they're loud in my videos, so.
Steel Flight 183. Request taxi. Iron Flight 811. Speed up.
I'm also going to turn tags back on because I find them very, very helpful. Oh, that was interesting. Oops.
Future jet 665. Slow down.
Not taking
Iron
chances.
Flight
I'm expediting when
811.
there's somebody coming in
Expedite
fairly
off.
close.
Runway 12.
Okay, now we have a bunch. Only one here. Good, but I got
Climb jet 5,
two
5,
here.
8 on the pushback.
These have to
8,
cross
2,
now
8. Request
to
taxi. Buzz 394. Roger.
to get into
Steel
position
Flight
for a
183
departure.
on the pushback.
So I have to keep an eye on that.
Buzz 451. Request taxi. Buzz 451 on the pushback.
Buzz 503. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 12.
Showing some of the options, including operating from the other end of the runway.
Iron Flight 231, clear for takeoff. Runway 12.
See what the cross time is on this. I've got a departure starting at the other end of the runway, but I think he has plenty of time to clear this.
Iron Flight 811.
Yeah.
Request taxi.
Piece of cake. Running without the tower a little bit, just to show you what that looks like, and for me to see what it looks like, because I didn't quite understand how that worked, and I realized, well, you know, before I say anything, I probably ought to just try it. So I have.
Future jet 665. Request taxi.
Buzz 394. Cross. Runway 12.
Need to do an expedite on this feller. He's
Nightmare 241. Expedite off. Runway 12.
Buzz 5.
that's a big plane, and my guess is he's gonna. Well, I don't know. I don't quite understand the dynamics of some of the planes yet. To me, the bigger planes would come in pretty fast. Yeah, they do, because it takes quite a lot to slow them down. Okay, here's one of the swoopies again. I had one of these before, and I'm not sure what that is. I don't know if that's deliberate or if that's an accident, but it could happen. I mean, the thing is, you can be transfixed by a plane coming in like that and forget to do your job. That, to me, is the danger. Looks like a serpentine pattern, but he made it.
Slamjet 558. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 12. Nightmare 241. Request taxi.
I may have to wait a second to taxi because I want to do a departure first.
Buzz 451.
I'm gonna run those a little
Runway
close.
12.
Then I'm gonna take my eyes off it.
Nightmare 828
Just
on the pushback.
wait for the
Iron
crash.
Flight 811 on the pushback.
Nightmare 241 on the pushback. Future jet 665 on the pushback.
All right, let's put the tower back in and play with that for a little bit. It's a little bit of a new dynamic again, isn't it?
546. Request taxi.
6. Expedite off. Runway 12.
Doing a lot more expediting than I'm comfortable with, but
Iron flight
it's
2,
because
3,
I've had
1, slow
several
down.
crashes at the end of the runway from planes arriving too close together. So, call me a chicken.
Buzz 5.
There's that extend
0,
approach
3.
option.
Speed up.
They swing out quite a ways and come in a little eventually. I like this separation here. That makes me feel good. I also need to be paying attention to some crosses here.
Nightmare 2, 4, 1. Cross. Runway 12.
See if I can get away with another
Jet
cross.
6, 6, 5. Cross. Runway 12.
Iron flight 2, 3, 1. Request taxi.
Buzz 9, 5, 6. Request taxi.
Okay, that answers that question for me. That's good.
Iron flight 2, 3, 1. On the pushback.
Slamjet 9, 8, 5. Request taxi. Buzz 9, 5, 6. Roger.
Buzz 5, 4, 6. On the pushback.
Steel flight 183. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 12. Buzz 394. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 12.
Started that little plane out a little early for two reasons. One, it's a small plane. He's not going to be as fast, so he's not going to catch up to the one before him.
Buzz 5.
Secondly,
0,
he's got
3.
a
Request
arrival on his tail that I want to get out of there.
Nightmare 2, 3, 5. Expedite off. Runway 12.
Blue Star 5, 5, 0. Request taxi.
Buzz 451. Speed up.
Slamjet 5, 5, 8. Request taxi.
Nightmare 828. Cleared for takeoff. Runway 12.
Jet says the control tower doesn't feel like working very hard today. Well, it's just a game. Okay. No, I mean, people have no clue what really goes on in airports.
Iron
If
flight
nothing else, playing this
1,
game will
cleared for
probably
takeoff.
make you a
Runway
better
12.
passenger. I was too close to call there. If I were used to the, a little more used to the runway
Request taxi.
configuration, I would have sent him off. But no. Wait,
Iron flight
lost
2,
a little
3,
time
1.
on that cross. I hope that
Runway
doesn't come back
12.
to haunt me.
Buzz 5, 0, 3. On the pushback. Slamjet 5, 5, 8. On the pushback.
Nightmare 2, 3, 5.
Like
on
I
the
said,
pushback.
on runway 30,
9, 8, 5.
you
On the
have a
pushback.
lot of room
Blue
for
Star
arriving
5,
planes to
5,
wait.
0. On the pushback.
On runway 12, you have to get planes backed away from the gate to make room for incoming arrivals. Otherwise, you're going to get a jam up. which I have kind of right here now.
Nightmare 241 cleared for takeoff. Runway 12.
Okay, let's see a little smoke. There we go.
Future jet 665 cleared for takeoff. Runway 12. Lambda 985 cross runway 12.
I don't have the timing down on these crosses. I think I'm okay, but we'll see.
Iron Flight 458 request taxi. Blue Star 550 cross runway 12. Iron Flight 458 on the pushback. Future jet 381 request taxi.
I'm going to try something really
5, 4,
stupid.
6, cleared for takeoff. Runway 12.
Buzz 451. Request taxi. Steel flight 183. Slow down.
I don't know if I'm going to make this. I think I might get away with that. Wow. That did not make me very comfortable. Oh, they did it anyway. What? Really? Way down there?
Buzz 451 on the pushback.
That's interesting.
Future jet
Well, I told you I wasn't
381
comfortable
on the
with it.
pushback.
I thought we were clear there. Denise says this airport is the scariest I've seen. Yeah, I know how you feel, Denise. Kind of agree. Because I'm the ATC. That was a little rhyme there. What do we have for arrivals now?
Buzz 956 cleared for takeoff. Runway 12. Future jet 665. Slow down. Nightmare 241. Roger.
Nightmare 828. Expedite off. Runway 12. Steel flight 183. Request taxi.
Future jet 665. Speed up.
Well, let's try this again since I'm in continuous play. See how much I can get away with here.
Iron Flight 231 cleared for takeoff. Runway 12.
Iron flight 811. Request taxi.
Some of these planes are really slow to actually start the takeoff roll. See, now this should be okay, but we'll see. Yeah, we did okay here.
Nightmare 241. Expedite
Uh-oh,
off. Runway 12.
Buzz 451.
These
Runway
departure
12.
crosses get me in trouble. See, look at this. Now I got this guy waiting because he's coming to the gate, and I didn't know what gate he was going to, so. Oops.
Future jet 381. Cross runway 12.
Well, I tell you what, my time is up for this episode, and I'm not sorry because I'm not very happy with that line of planes waiting to take off down at the end. So
Hangar 828. Request taxi.
I'm going to call it a halt here, but I kind of been just showing you some of the other options and trying some continuous play to get a little better at this, especially at the runway 12 thing. So
Nightmare 828 on the pushback.
you can see there are a different set of problems
811
when
on
you're
the
using
pushback.
runway 12, and I'm pretty sure that's going to be true of all the
Future jet
airports.
665. Request
You get
taxi.
used to one thing and then muck it up when you go the other runways. I know I can, as you can see. Thanks for watching. Join me next time when once again Tenacious Viking plays Airport Madness 3D.